Baby, break out the hot chocolate. It's gonna be a snow day today.
Why the fuck do you have my mug?
Can I borrow it?
No, it's July.
Babe,
I don't understand.
I just need it for the skit jam. Jeez. Good evening, everyone, or good morning. I don't know what time you're watching this video, but I'm just glad you're here right now. Welcome to Deesh Won't Kill My Vibe. Episode 3. We've made it to 3 episodes, and
Holy garbanzo beans.
today I'm actually going to talk about my favorite genre, which is R&B. Yes, that's right. You guessed it, R&B. Of course there's gonna be R&B. It's not gonna be country like Skin Check, okay? It's not like what you think. But you know, every once in a while, as a grown man, as a 30-something-year-old man, I need to unwind and I need to express my feelings. I need a way to capture everything that I'm going through, and what better way to do that? Classic rhythm and blues, okay? And a lot of this new age R&B is kind of similar. Like, you have a lot of people that are trying to separate themselves from one another. And today we get to talk about Snoh Aalegra, hence the whole Snow joke that I made. Snoh Aalegra dropped a new album. I believe it's her 3rd album, studio album. I could be wrong on that. The Iranian descent, Swedish-born singer has gained a lot of press and a lot of notoriety in the R&B industry for her abilities to sing very, very, very well and to capture the audience with her storytelling. So, make no mistakes, her new album, Temporary Highs in the Violet Skies, is a very good project. I'm going to get into that in a second. By the way, the title sounds really cool. Actually, it sounds like to be a unreleased Harry Potter, book. Harry Potter and the Temporary Highs in the Violet Skies. Okay, enough of this Harry Potter talk. Okay, you potheads, I don't need you on this video. All right, this album, 15 tracks, about 46 minutes. A lot of good R&B here. That's actually like more neo soul, new age R&B. So I'm going through the first like 6 tracks right now, and I didn't hit the skip button at all. Like right off the beginning, like I'm captivated by like this weird like chipmunk sound that they have. You know that some artists start to use, but midway through that song, it's just the whole beat flips, and it sounds like something that actually, honestly, like you would find like on a Drake album. So Snoh is going to be just talking about your classic R&B, issues like, oh, like, do I love this person, or do I love myself, or, she goes on to explain what these temporary highs are, like, friends that you think are actually there for you in your life, but they're just temporary, they're just there in the moment. The violet skies, like they seem like they're good, like it just. She goes into full detail when it comes to explaining all these things, and I can only just give you the recommendation that you have to go listen to this album. So, like I was saying, like in the first like couple of tracks, she's really just showcasing a lot of her ability to entertain as an artist, but like has like kind of like a bop, like bop it. Not like the very slow R&B tracks, which are saved for later on in this album. But she kind of has like some like, okay, like, I can see myself driving around to this and kind of like nodding my head along to it. And, she really takes a chance on some of these other tracks. Like there's a track with Tyler, the Creator, called Neon Peach, which is just really like funky and kind of like a dance song, to be honest. Like there's like, you're definitely going to be grooving a little bit. And I really like, I appreciate an artist, like I've said before, I appreciate an artist that gets out of their comfort zone and tries to do something different. So Snoh Aalegra is doing what she's good at. She's like an amazing vocalist. Like I'll honestly say, like, it's like I said, it was hard to differentiate sometimes between some of these new artists. Like, you know, like Janae Aiko and Kalani, and you know, and compare them to like some of the greats of all time, like Alicia Keys and you know Janet Jackson and like Sade or whatever. Like you know, there's the list goes on and on. You know, Erykah Badu, and just there's so many different varieties. So how do you separate yourself? So Snoh actually has a very strong vocal presence on this album. Like she just knows how to hit all the high notes. She knows how to make a catchy hook. And she does a great job like highlighting all the good things that she's actually very, very good at. So you're listening to these stories and you're just listening to like all these things that are going on with her life stories that she's explaining, and it's really honestly just really comforting. Like it's nice to see an artist that's really raw and emotional about like what they've experienced, and that's why I always like R&B. Like R&B is simple. Like I don't really care if you're going out there and spending $1 million on shoes or whatever else. You know, like I want to hear like what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and Snoh basically just I'm sweating right now, man. I'm sweating just thinking about the album. No, it's actually super freaking hot, and this is actually a remake of the video that I did yesterday, and I'm hoping the audio is fine. This is a director's cut edition, okay? But I'm gonna wrap it up a little bit because there's a little bit of you know, like this. I don't want to sound too redundant when I keep saying this, but she's basically just diving into herself, and she's basically telling a story of her truest self. And if I'm gonna recommend any track, like hands down, like there's a lot of good tracks on this album, but if you're gonna listen to like just one track, please, I plead with you, please listen to In Your Eyes. That's my favorite track. It's produced by Pharrell. There's a very like you're gonna be like shoulder bobbing on this one. Like you're definitely gonna be dancing a little bit. Now I'm saying all these good things right now, and I kind of mentioned that towards the end of the album, she takes it like really slow. So like you kind of have to like be in a mood, you know, like you have to be like, oh, I just like men ain't shit, women ain't shit. I'm gonna go home and just stuff my face with food on a Friday night because I'm single. Like that's how you're gonna feel.
I'm so sorry. I failed you.
Listening to some of these older tracks that like, you know, this old school R&B type of feel. But if you're interested in those type of tracks, you're gonna like this album, especially towards the end. With that being said though, like I would probably rate this album like an 8.7 out of 10. And I think that's a really good thing. If you're not experienced with Snoh Aalegra's sound per se, like this is a great place to start, but you're probably going to want to go back and listen to some of the things that have made her very popular, including not only like just popular by my standards, but including the great Prince right before he passed away. Apparently there was interviews and she basically said like, oh, Prince gave her like the endorsement, you know, and that's a high endorsement from a legend right there. So if you don't believe me, believe Prince, okay? Yeah, but honestly, it's a great album, and you know, I think you're gonna enjoy a lot of it. I wish the funky, the experimental tracks kind of expanded more than just like the front half of it. But it kind of reminds me of like if you had a cassette and your first half is like all your pop, dance, and kind of like vibe tracks, and the other set is just all emotional, soft, and like just, you know, ballads and stuff like that. And that's not a problem. Like, you know, you get all your variety. There's something for everybody who wants to listen to a good R&B album. And let me tell you something right now, okay? This is 2021, okay? I don't care that if you're a grown-ass man right now and you're thinking like, I'm not gonna listen to this. No. I don't care about that, okay? Get in touch with your feelings, man. Listen to these things. Nobody cares all the time if you're gonna want to shoot up something or, you know, spend all your money on like clothes and shit, okay? Like, I don't care. Just show yourself, man. Get in touch with your feelings. It's okay. It's 2021. What are you waiting for?
No, do it right now. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow.
Anyways, I'm rambling now. So I appreciate all you guys watching this. I will be back next time with the next music review. Peace.